Hey gang, Pastor Jerry here. I'm not at home and I apologize for missing last night. I had a long night and just couldn't get it done. But here is day 3, even though we're in day 4. And we will bring you video today about fasting for your kids. The thing that the Lord put on my heart for you all is kind of twofold. Years ago I read a book called Love Languages. And it's specifically for married couples. Pardon me. And it talked about knowing the things that motivate your spouse's heart towards you. And it focuses on really making sure that you are meeting your husband or wife's love language. Yes, I'm in a casino in Laughlin. And the same thing applies for our kids. You know your kids better than anybody else. I said that in day 1. And it's important to make sure that we don't do for our kids what we think they want, but what we know they want and what they've told us that we want. And so I want to challenge you guys today, tomorrow, whenever, to go ahead and ask your kids, hey, what makes you happy? What things do you love to do? It may shock you. Now, if they're young, that's, if they're 3 years old, then it's kind of obvious. If they're 43 years old, it may not be obvious. Or you could flip that also. But it's really important to sow into our children love, sow into our children the things that they want, the things that draw them close to you. And when you do that, you begin to speak their language and they'll open up to you. I am good and bad about that, in the sense of I enjoy doing it. But, if the things they like to do are so far from me, I got to go, okay, let me get my brain engaged. And I've got to be intentional about that. And so I've learned to make sure that like right now, I'm spending time with my son in Laughlin. He loves going to Laughlin. He loves going to this mall that has knives because he loves knives in a good way. He loves listening to Fox News. He loves it. He loves it. So we're doing that today. He loves going to Hobby Lobby because he loves making crafts. And then also, oh yes, he loves eating here at the Laughlin River. Actually, we all four do. All 4 of us do love eating here because the food is so good at the Laughlin River Resort. So we're here right now, and he came with me, and he's having a ball. He's on TikTok or making videos, and he's eating and hanging out with his daddy. My daughter loves sushi. We go eat sushi. We don't do it often, and I have a date with her to do that actually this week or next week. And even though she's got a boyfriend now, I come first. Dang it, I come first. So, she loves doing that. She loves just sitting and talking. Jerry can sit in a car for 4 hours and not say a word. That's just him. I'm having to evolve as a dad every single day because my kids are getting older, and they're finding out what they like. Because they may like things now and may not like things down the road just like us. So make sure that you are sowing into your kids the things that they want to do. And then also, too, don't feel like you can't introduce things to them. I introduced my son to hunting, and he he thinks about hunting all the time. And so let's make sure that we're spending time with our kids and doing things that breed joy in their hearts. And that's an effort for me. And not because I don't want to, but because I'm so busy, just like most of us adults are, and we sometimes leave them to themselves. But when you make an effort to turn towards them and ask them what they want and do things, wow, it just opens up, it opens up their heart. And I think there's a saying, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. And the same thing with kids. They don't care how smart we are, how much money we make, where we live. They want to know that their parents are involved in them. So anyway, that was day 3, even though it's on day 4. Hope that's okay, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize for being late. But let's go ahead and take that and really begin to focus in and lean into our kids as far as their needs, their love languages. It's so important not to do what we feel that they need all the time. But when it's those down times, when, for instance, if they're on the TV too much or on the iPad or on their phone too much, hey, you want to go have lunch? Hey, let's go to McDonald's. Hey, let's go for a walk. And thereby engaging them intellectually and emotionally and then they can talk to you, and they can get their mind off of things, off of the world, off of electronics, and onto a rock or a river or a mountain or a bird, things that you and I grew up with because we didn't have the internet back then. So, all right. I love you guys so much. Hope it helped. And I'll catch you all soon. We're going to go now and go to Hobby Lobby. Because, see, I never go to Hobby Lobby. Never. But my wife and him love it. But I'm going for him. Maybe I'll just sit in the truck. See y'all. Bye-bye.